Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to The Longing. It's day 200. We did it. We're halfway there. Halfway to freedom. um if you remember back day 100, I had a little stroll through the halls of eternity. And that was good. Did that for about half an hour. That was great. But today I wanted to switch it up a little. And I already know what this is going to do, but maybe I'll act surprised. So, I can make a smelly fire. Oh, I wonder what that does. Let's give it a shot. Oh, I need to get out of there. Oh, what? Why is he walking? Oh, where's he going? Where's he going, everyone? We'll find out. I already know where he's going, but I won't tell you. You gotta watch the whole video. So this is it. This is day 200. Halfway through. Which is crazy. Halfway through? 200 days? I've recorded every day for 200 days. Do you know how many days? That's that's like almost a year. Almost. It's not. We still have another 164 days to go. It's a Friday today. Good day for day 200. Friday the 11th of June. I really shouldn't have recorded right after I ran up the stairs. It's been a good day so far for me. Day 200. And I have some things that I thought I'd talk about, because last day 100 I made like a list of stuff. I talked about some music and whatever. And today, I thought since E3 season has started, I say that only one like kind of conference has been shown so far. One like multiple game conference. There was a Battlefield one a few days ago, and some other ones as well that I can't remember. But the Summer Games Fest kickoff stream is what they called it. For whatever, I don't know what Summer Games Fest is. I think it's separate from E3, but it just happens to be at the same time as E3. Which, whoops, that means they're going to get all the viewers from E3 because they think it's the same thing. And I've got a list here of everything that was announced, and I thought I'd just go through it. That takes a little while. So the first thing on this list is Elden Ring gets a release date and trailer, which is great, very exciting. January 21st, 2022. That's next year. That's like in 7 months or something. 6-7 months. I don't care. I'm probably the only person on the planet that doesn't care about Elden Ring. I'm not a huge From Software fan, and I'm gonna get so much hate for this. I'm not a huge From Software fan. I've played Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, and Sekiro. And Dark Souls 1 and 3, I just could not get into them. I played them with a friend, I streamed it to a friend, and he helped me out and whatever, and that wasn't fun even with him. If he's watching this, then obviously I did have fun because I was hanging out with you, but but the Dark Souls 3 was not my cup of tea. And Dark Souls 1 was just worse. Because I guess it wasn't as polished, which is fine. But I just can't get into the incredibly punishing gameplay. And it is punishing. It's not challenging. It's punishing. It punishes you for no reason. You're walking down a corridor and suddenly there'll be 10 big knights that hit you with their big swords. How are you meant to get past that? Sekiro though, I had all right with Sekiro. I've played quite a bit of Sekiro. I've beat the first boss. But after that, I just couldn't really. It kind of opened up a lot after the first boss with the guy on the horse, and I just couldn't really get into it after that. So I'm sure Elden Ring will be good, but it's not for me. I don't understand I can't get into that game design of just a game that's incredibly difficult for no reason. Because I really enjoy Celeste, which is an incredibly difficult game. But the game is about it being difficult. And Dark Souls is just difficult for the sake of being difficult. I've never felt a sense of accomplishment with a From Software game. or like a big sense of accomplishment. When I played Celeste, then when you get to the end of every level, and you've a level could take 2 hours to get through one of the levels. And those 2 hours of hard work, of concentration, you get to the end and you've done it. You've got up another step of the mountain. When you get to the very top, that last level in Celeste is holy shit levels of difficult. But when you get to the top, my goodness, it feels great. When you kill a boss in Dark Souls, then you go into the next room and get fucking demolished by some zombie. And there's no fun in that. You don't get a chance to kind of rest and recover. So that's why I don't like From Software games. If you do like From Software games, good on you. And I hope you're excited for Elden Ring. I'm sure it'll be great. Maybe I'll play it. I doubt it, because I don't have a PS5. There's a new Borderlands game that isn't a Borderlands game. Tiny Tina's Wonderland got announced, which I think might have been announced while I was recording yesterday's video, so I missed it. Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But it's a Borderlands spin-off starring the Tiny Tina, who's the explosive little girl from 2. It's a fantasy game, and I know nothing about it. I guess did I just miss the trailer or something? I guess I did. I must have been in the bathroom or something. It's got Andy Samberg in it, though, so I imagine he'll not have any creative decisions and therefore won't be funny. He's one of those people, Andy Samberg, where he's funny when he's writing his own stuff, because he knows how to act his own stuff. But if he gets other people's stuff, it's just not funny. I feel like the same with Ryan Reynolds. Did I say the Ryan Reynolds thing yesterday? About how he's not funny? Man, I'm just roasting all of these so far. No, I'm sure it'll be fine. It looks kind of like a, I guess, Dungeons and Dragons type thing. I don't know if it's going to be a first-person shooter or what. But the game is scheduled for an early 2022 release. So look forward to that. Third on the list, Death Stranding gets a PS5 Director's Cut. Now, I don't believe that games have Director's Cuts, because they wouldn't cut out the stuff that, they don't make stuff that they don't need to in games, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not a thing that they do, right? They don't, make 10 extra levels and then the publisher goes, oh, no, you can't put in those 10 levels. That'll be too much. But, I enjoy Death Stranding. I haven't played much of it. I've played maybe 10 hours, which is the first area. And I had fun in those 10 hours, but it's an exhausting game to play. I know I've spoken about Death Stranding before. It is so tiring to play. You gotta play for 2 or 3 hours straight, just walking. And it feels like, if you, alt-tab out in the middle of it, then you've kind of... you're not getting the experience that Hideo Kojima was intended. Hideo Kojima did say some stuff yesterday. He was briefly interviewed by Jeff Keighley, who's the presenter. He said some pretty heartfelt stuff. I hope he's doing okay. I hope everyone's doing okay. But he seemed pretty sad. I wasn't paying too much attention, but I glanced down at the subtitles, and he was saying something about 9/11, which made me feel a bit weird. I don't know what he was doing, but I hope he's okay. Keep making games, Hideo, because they're fucking weird. And if not everyone likes them, but do it anyway. Lots of people do like them. He's not watching this. Vampire the Masquerade gets a multiplayer spin-off. I've never played Vampire the Masquerade. I know of it, but never played it. I don't even know if I've seen any gameplay of it. No, I probably have at some point in my life. I get around. I've probably seen some gameplay of it, but I don't know what it is. It's a pretty old game, Vamp the Mask. But while we patiently wait for an update on the indefinitely delayed Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, I guess they're making a sequel to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Is Bloodlines a different game to Vampire the Masquerade? I don't know. But it's getting a multiplayer battle royale game, because of course it is. It's 2021. What isn't getting a battle royale? Battle royales were good like 3 years ago. Like that was at their peak. Now if someone brings one out, then it feels weird. Like, remember when Fallout 76 announced the battle royale at E3 a couple of years ago? That was weird. And then it turned out to be really fun. Metal Gear... no, not Metal Gear. Metal Slug Tactics. It's a new spin on an old classic. Metal Slug is a 2D game, I think. In my head, I have a picture of what Metal Slug is. I have no idea if that's right. But Metal Slug Tactics looks like... what's that? Into the Breach. It looks like that. It looks like Into the Breach. It's like an isometric, turn-based strategy game, and it looks pretty good. I have friends who are excited for it, and good for them. If it's on the Switch, maybe I'll buy it. Next up, we got oh no. No. New content coming to Among Us. Hooray! I was speaking to someone the other day before the Summer Games Fest, and I said to them, "Oh, are you excited for this?" And they said, "Yeah, whatever." And I said, "How much do you bet that Jeff Keighley is going to say Among Us in this first opening live stream?" And they were like, "Man, shut up." And he did say it. He said Among Us. Jokes aside, the stuff that is being added to Among Us looks pretty good. They're adding other roles, because right now there's just like the normal guy, crewmate, and imposter. They're adding a sheriff, which will do something. They're adding a scientist that can also do something. They're going to add a new map, which is great. Good for them. Oh, the biggest addition is a hide-and-seek mode. I must have missed that. The details on what that entails weren't shared. I think I can figure it out. You've got to hide, and someone's got to look for you. Jurassic Park Evolution 2. I don't know what Jurassic Park Evolution is. I'm sure it's great, but Jeff Goldblum made the announcement, which is good. Good for him. Good for you, Jeff Goldblum. You got to get your work somewhere. The surprise sequel to the Dinosaur Park building game will be released sometime this year, so that's... yeah, good luck with that. Call of Duty Warzone's next season teased. The Evil Dead the game gets a gameplay trailer. I remember that being announced a little bit ago, and it looks pretty. It looks like Friday the 13th, but it has that weird camera angle where the character takes up like half the screen. But I'm sure that's good. I've never watched Evil Dead, which I should, because it looks fun, and it was directed by Sam Raimi, who's a great director. Tons of indies shown at Day of the Devs. I don't know what Day of the Devs is. I'm just reading this article. A ton of indie games were shown during a delightful Day of the Devs stream. The biggest game shown during the stream was Axiom Verge 2. Did I miss this? I don't believe this exists. Stop motion game. Vocabulantis. Vocabulantis. Let's say Vocabulantis. I gotta look that up. Vocabulantis. I mean, it's not a great name for a game because no one will be able to talk about it. They've got... okay, that's the end of like the main headlines in this article. This article that I'm reading is from digitaltrends.com. If you're wondering, I don't think you care. And they've got all the main highlights and then everything else. Indie game Sable got a September 23rd release date. I don't know what that is. A Nier Automata skin is coming to Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. Great, good for them. A lot of people don't like this skin that got announced. I think it's fine. I think that I like when games take like cosmetics and put them in their game from other games. So in like Dead Cells, then there's an HEV suit costume that you can get, which is great and it's nice. And why not put some Nier stuff? Nier Automata is a very popular game. So put it in Fall Guys, even though Fall Guys sucks and is bad. I have the audio and video files and half of a project file for Fall Guys video that I was going to make when Fall Guys first came out several months ago. I recorded a video for it. I recorded a few games. I thought it was a funny video. I thought it was entertaining, but as I was editing it, I just thought, I just don't care about this. I think that was probably before I started the longing, actually. So that was like 8 months ago. If I release it now, then it will be completely outdated by all the new stuff they've added. So, you know, you're never seeing that. Smite is getting a Stranger Things crossover event. Now, the USP for Smite being a MOBA, like a third-person MOBA, it's pretty good, actually. I've played it, and it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I'm not super into multiplayer games, especially MOBAs, but I thought it was alright. But their USP is that all the heroes, so to speak, were religious gods, and they got a lot of flack for putting, like, Jesus in their game. But I guess if they're just putting Stranger Things monsters in, then I guess they're just giving up on that. But someone will pay for it. Fast and Furious content is coming to Rocket League. I don't play Rocket League, so great. Fast and Furious being the quadrillion-dollar franchise that it is, I'm sure would be happy to pay them to put Fast and Furious stuff in the game. MMO Lost Ark is coming to the West this fall. That's something I know. Coming to the West. How long's it been in the East for? I don't even know what the game that is. Let's just keep going. Salt and Sanctuary sequel Salt and Sacrifice is coming in 2022. Try saying that with a mouthful of popcorn. Salt and Sanctuary sequel Salt and Sacrifice. Like I said earlier, I'm not a fan of Souls-like games. Just because they're just evil. They're just incredibly difficult, and what's the point? But someone will play it. I really didn't expect Salt and Sanctuary to get a sequel, because it was popular when it came out, but it wasn't like huge popular. It wasn't like Fortnite popular. 2 Point Campus will launch in 2022. Good. 2 Point Hospital was well received, so 2 Point Campus will probably be as well. The Anacrusis is a new co-op shooter developed by Stray Bombay. There are too many people trying to make Left 4 Dead, and the Anacrusis is one of them. I'm sure it'll be good, but it doesn't feel like that's the genre of the moment, like battle royales were a few years ago. I don't know, maybe they're coming back. Prime Label is a new publisher, and it's working on a new Painkiller game. I don't know what Painkiller is. Whenever I hear Painkiller, I think of that game where you have the tentacles. I know that's super vague. First-person shooter where you have the tentacles. And I'm going to look a fool if I Google this now and find out that I'm talking about Painkiller. But I don't think I am. Oh, shoot, I totally am. Are you kidding me? Am I really? Was I really thinking about... No way. Okay, well, maybe... Well, that'll be good. I've lost the article now, because I was Googling some other shit. The game froze. The longing, that is. Come on, the longing. Okay, there we go. Whew, that was close. I gotta scroll right to the bottom again. Where was I? Tales of Arise got a new gameplay trailer. Great. Sky Children of Light comes to Switch this July. Great. 2 new Overwatch 2 character skins debuted, and they look like shit. Well, they don't look like shit, but they don't look great. I'm not going to play Overwatch 2. There's no point. Just play Overwatch 1. Planet of Lana is a new indie with a hand-painted art style. Was that the one... If you've seen if you were watching Summer Games Fest, you know what I'm talking about. There was one game that was very pretty. It was nice and purple, and it had a lady who climbed up a thing and then grapple hooked onto a flying dragon. I want to play that game. That game looks cool. What else we got? Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin got a new trailer. I've never played a Monster Hunter game. What's the one that came? Monster Hunter World. People say that one's good. We saw a gameplay trailer for Endless Dungeon. Great. The new Back 4 Blood enemy type made its debut. Back 4 Blood is one of the funniest games I've ever seen, because it's made by the people who made Left 4 Dead. It has the same name, Left 4. It even has a 4, Back 4 Blood. Left 4 Dead. And it's just a zombie game where it's a full-player co-op zombie shooter. That's everything in this article, and we are not at the end of our journey. Do you think IGN article has anything different? Let's have a look. Elden Ring, no. Tiny Tina, no. Metal Slug, Death Stranding, Jurassic World, Among Us, Silent Sacrifice, Oh, Escape from Tarkov got a new area. Great. Hang on a minute. Left 4 Dead. This IGN article. Left 4 Dead style co-op shooter The Anacrusis is officially announced. It was announced at the Game Awards. At the very least, the Game Awards. It might have been announced like last E3, but it was. I've definitely seen that game before. 100% I've seen it before. This is not a. I'm not lying. Is there anything else here? Yeah, Baptiste and Sombra with the Overwatch skins. Oh no, Planet of Lana is not the one I was thinking of. It's not the game I was describing with the dragon. Planet of Lana is a good old big-headed kid exploring a dangerous world. You got your Limbos, you got your Insides, you got 100 other indie games, and this is another one, which is great. Call of Duty Zombies creator announces Deviation Games Studio and partnership with PlayStation. Good for them. Jason Blundell. I haven't talked about Call of Duty Zombies on this channel, I think. Call of Duty Zombies is the craziest fucking thing in the world. I love it so much. It's so insane that it went from just a zombie survival mode to a multiverse spanning story with aliens and interdimensional beings. I think it's great. And props to everyone who wrote and made those games and maps. I think it's great. I think Jason Blundell, who created Call of Duty Zombies and made some of the most well-loved maps for Call of Duty Zombies, he's got a new studio with Dave Anthony. I don't know who that is. Far Cry 6's Giancarlo Esposito discusses character and Anton Castillo. Great. I watched that interview, and Giancarlo Esposito is a lovely guy. And I don't know why he keeps playing villains. Really, between Gus Fring and Moff Gideon from The Mandalorian and this guy from Far Cry 6, he really is just cast as the worst people. Gearbox gets a thing. Tribes of Midgard. Good, I'm sure that'll be great. Back 4 Blood shows off new enemy. Yeah, it'll be a big guy. Amazing. Was that really everything? Surely there was more. Well, I mean, I'm out of stuff now. I expected that to take longer. Do you think this article will have anything new? Absolutely not. Are we getting a... Oh, hang on a minute. Payday 3 announced for PC and console. I missed that. No way was Payday 3 announced, and it took me the 3rd article to figure it out. I'm sure that'll be good. I've played Payday 2 with friends, and that's probably the best way to play it. Because the AI sucks. Are we getting a Call of Duty this year? I feel like Call of Duty has completely changed how it works. Like, they have Warzone, which is incredibly popular. It has consistently millions of players, which is it's pretty incredible. And that's getting regular updates. It had a Zombies update when Black Ops Cold War came out, or at least when the Zombies came out. I don't know if they came out at different times. But I don't know if they'll make a game this year, and if they do, are they going to make it a Black Ops game? Are they going to make it a Modern Warfare game? Are they going to make it a different game like World War II was, or Advanced Warfare was? Because it's going to suck. Whatever it is. You heard it here first. It's going to be bad. I do feel sorry for every Activision studio. There was some news probably a few months ago, maybe. A few weeks to a few months ago, that Toys for Bob, which is an Activision studio, they made the Spyro and Crash Bandicoot remakes. And they made Crash Bandicoot 4 as well. They got stuffed on to Call of Duty stuff. They just said, nope, you're not making any more cool shooters. You're making Call of Duty now. which has been the way of Activision. They've done that with like all of their studios for forever. There's like a dozen studios working on Call of Duty in some way or another. You know, there's a studio working on Call of Duty Mobile, and there's a studio working on that Chinese Call of Duty that only China gets. And there's a studio working on zombies, and there's a studio working on multiplayer, and there's studios working on the Black Ops series, on the Modern Warfare series, on the, you know, the other series. It's freaking crazy. Sledgehammer Games, I feel sorry for Sledgehammer. They made Advanced Warfare, they made Infinite Warfare, and they made World War II, which are probably the 3 least enjoyed Call of Duties. There's very little redeeming about those 3 games. And it's all Sledgehammer's fault. It probably isn't, because I quite enjoyed World War II. The game, not the time period. I wouldn't have enjoyed the time period of World War II. That would have been hell. What else is happening? There's a conference later today that I cannot remember the name of because it wasn't anything interesting. I could look it up. E3 2021 schedule. I've looked it up before. There's definitely something happening. It is. Come on. It is. Where is it? Koch Primetime. And that's K-O-C-H, Koch Primetime. That's at 8 o'clock tonight. BST, that is. You can look it up whenever it is at your time if you care about Koch Primetime. Everything's popping off tomorrow. Tomorrow being the 12th, we've got Ubisoft, which will be fine, I guess. They'll probably say some Far Cry stuff. They might say, oh, we're making a new Assassin's Creed game. I hope they are making a new Assassin's Creed game, because they have usually been on like a 2 to 3 game cycle with like the engine and the gameplay and stuff. But in recent years, they might stick with the kind of RPG-esque stuff, because Origins and Odyssey and Valhalla were, well, they weren't great. They weren't the best Assassin's Creed games, but they were successful at least. I hope they go back to. I hope they make another Assassin's Creed Unity, because that one is one of my favorites, and I know a lot of people don't like Assassin's Creed Unity, and you guys are wrong. It had a rough launch, to say the least. Assassin's Creed Unity had one of the worst launches of any game ever. It wasn't a No Man's Sky, but it had so many bugs, and I got it after it came out, as everyone did. You're not going to get it before it comes out, are you? I got it like a year, at least a year after it came out, and I had a lot of fun with it. I have over 100 hours in Assassin's Creed Unity. I think it's a fun game. It has some of the best stealth in the series, has some of the best parkour in the series, has some of the best English accents in the series. That's my biggest gripe, is that all the French people have strong British accents, which is it's just odd more than anything. What else have we got on the third? The next 2 days are pretty packed. So tomorrow there's Guerrilla Collective, don't know what that is. Wholesome Direct, which whatever. Ubisoft Devolver Direct, which will be as crazy as ever, and Upload VR Showcase, which I assume will be some VR games. And then on the Sunday, then we've got Xbox and Square Enix and the PC Gaming Show, all of which I'll probably watch if I have time. They won't overlap, right? The Xbox one is at 6 o'clock, and that's going to be like an hour and a half. Square Enix is at 8:15. What? Why have they got it at 8:15? Why not just put it at 8? Weird. And the PC Gaming Show is at 10:30. So that'll be an evening full of stuff. And then after that, there's nothing that I care about. Oh, actually, no, the Annapurna one, because they might announce some Outer Wilds DLC. That was leaked a few weeks ago, I think. Outer Wilds, the space exploration game, which is the best game I've ever played. I think they updated something on their store page on Steam by accident, and it announced some DLC, and someone tweeted something like, "Boy, I can't wait for that Outer Wilds DLC that just got leaked." And Annapurna, who's the publisher, they retweeted it and said, with like the eyes emoji or whatever, "I don't care about EA Play. I don't want Nacon connectors. Nason. Don't know. Oh, these are in July. What the hell? July the 29th is the Annapurna Interactive Showcase. That's like almost 2 months away. Sheesh. But yeah, the Nintendo one, if they don't show any Breath of the Wild, people are gonna riot. We're gonna get 2 DLC characters for Smash probably. That'll be interesting. I predict that it'll be, I don't know who it'll be. I'm hoping Crash Bandicoot. I've never played Crash Bandicoot. I've never played Smash. But I think Crash Bandicoot would be a good addition. I think it'd be cool. It would be a nice celebration of games of that era, because he's had a bit of a resurgence, Crash Bandicoot, recently with the Crash Bandicoot 4 and those Crash Bandicoot remakes. Good for him. I don't know, Ratchet and Clank, that'd be cool. I don't think Doomguy is ever going to make it in, because it'd be weird. Do you not think it'd be weird if Doomguy was in Smash? Same with Master Chief. I don't know. There's some crazy... I mean, Steve got in there from Minecraft. And if he can do it, I think anyone can. I'd be surprised if Doomguy or Master Chief got into Smash, but I wouldn't be mad. I would be mad if it was another fucking Fire Emblem character. If it is, I don't think anyone will ever buy a Nintendo game again. Fact. Oh, what? That's the end. I can finally breathe freely again. Oh, I expected him to go all the way to the top of the tower. But this is it. I say this is it. I've still got 200 more days to go. But we're nearing the end of today's journey. I've really struggled through to find things to say. Here's our old pal, the unicorn. I wonder who this guy was. Like, was he a human? Or was he like me? Was he a shade? Does the shade have a skeleton? I don't know. So yeah, that's what the Sulphur Fire does. We found that out at least. And by we, I mean you, because I already knew that it would take me up here. I did think that it would pop us up to the very top of the tower, though. So, you know, color me... is that a phrase? Color me something if you're embarrassed. Egg on my face. It's okay, we can walk up. And that's basically, we've done a full tour of like the whole cave, almost. We took a direct route up here, and most of this video was walking through the darkness, which was way longer than I expected, or than I remembered, because we've been up here before, but only once. This is the secret tower. If you remember, if you don't remember, go back and watch the video, and don't forget to subscribe as well. Like the video, comment down below what your favourite longing moment has been. I'm not going to start doing that stuff. I have noticed these videos have been getting more views, which I'm happy about. I hope that you've been enjoying them. I've been getting more subscribers, which is nice. I'm very happy about that, and I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. Here we are, the secret tower. I remember the first time I came here, it blew my mind. If I remember correctly, then the shade said something when I first got here. There was something like something like the air feels different, or I feel higher up than usual, or something like that. Which is crazy because he's, you know, we're outside now. This is outside, and it took me a long time to get up here, or to figure out how to get up here. The windows are boarded up, so a little shade can't see outside, which is sad, but that's this game for you. A lot of people have asked me what this game's about, and I'm just saying it's a game about the meaning of life. It's about patience and waiting and that stuff. Can I just put oh, I can. Just put an auto thing up there. What I don't understand is why there's a bone grinder up here. What's this thing doing? Why is there a bone grinder? Who needs to grind the bones? And here we are, we're at the top of the world. Can't get up there, but we can walk over here. And that's the whole tower. And that's day 200. We're halfway there. I say I never thought I'd make it here, but there was nothing stopping me from making it to day 200. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Really, thank you a lot for watching, for commenting, for liking, for subscribing, for sharing. No one's sharing these videos. Hideo Kojima, if you're watching this, like I mentioned you were earlier, please make a normal game. Please, for once. I hope you've all had a really great day. It's been a real pleasure to make these videos, to make this video. And I suppose I'll see you tomorrow. Day 201. That'll be great, won't it?